and welcome back to another lip balm review. I know technically one hit this morning. It was supposed to be up last night, but I fell asleep before it finished uploading and I could hit publish, so you technically get two today. I mean, isn't two better than one? So anyway, today is one of my oldest REVOs in my collection. It's the original release of Pomegranate in the chap ice version of it, with the expiration date May of 2017, so it's like, you know, that's like a day or two away, so I should really get on this one, and frankly, this one too, sooner rather than later, so they don't go totally bad and fuck me over. But yeah, so I'm really hoping it's not bad. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna check first before I even proceed further with this review. No mold, no mold, no mold. I think we're okay. Oh, thank God. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Doing a quick once over. There's one little iffy spot, but I don't think it's mold. I think it just is weird. It has a smudge on it, actually. I'll just, like, swatch on my hand first, and yeah, it'll be gone. So anyway, yeah, I think we're good! Yay! And you can see the upper right, or is it left? Right over here. This curve of the top surface, that's the iffy spot that I'm talking about. You can see it. Anyway, so, yeah, I think we're okay. So, yay! I will get to the usual points of this review then, now that we've established that. So format-wise, it is a flat-topped dome that is in a spherical case. This is the old-style REVOs. Before they were using the octagons, they still looked like a little EOS back then, minus the thumbprint. They had the little wigglies on the sides instead to differentiate the two. Before the lawsuit happened. But those of you who've been collecting for a while no doubt are aware of the lawsuit in question. Those who are newer to REVO probably have no idea what I'm even talking about, but it is the reason why the old school REVOs are little spheres and the newer ones are octagons, so the more you know. Anyway, so that's your packaging. It's just purple with the chap ice sticker on the top, and since it doesn't have the name on it, I'm gonna write pomegranate on the bottom. But yeah, so these are not natural or organic. They are synthetic. All REVOs are, with the exception of possibly the beehive-shaped ones. I think those are natural, but anyway, very limited edition. You can find other releases of Pomegranate from REVO, but they're different, and they're in very different packaging. Like, I think currently you can find them in the diamond shape that they were selling for a little while, that I'm actually still seeing some of those floating around in certain CVS locations. But more commonly, you'll actually find them in what looks to be like the Christmas packaging. It's purple metallic, but it's also pomegranate, so I have yet to open those up to see if they're identical or not. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of pomegranate. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's not my fave either, so I haven't made a huge rush to get around to them. That's why this one took so long to get to. Well, that, and I kind of forgot I had it, and that it was sneaking up on the expitate. Yeah, expitate. I told you guys, if you saw my review for the lip zest last night, this morning, when the hell ever, I got, I think, a grand total of maybe 4.5 hours sleep last night. We are not going to go into how much concealer I had to put on to even get to this level of coverage, and you can still see the bags under my eyes, so there is just no dealing with it, anyhow. But yeah, like I said, kind of hated myself this morning for getting so little sleep. I legit forgot till it was already way too late last night that I had to be up early this morning, and yeah, that was all bad. But yeah, so, anywho, it was part of the original set of REVOs released. I forget what all they were, but in that first set, there was a handful of them, and this was one of them. I'm sure somebody who is more well-versed in REVO and, you know, has a functioning brain, mine normally would know this stuff, but my brain's just fried right now. But, could tell you the other ones that were from the same collection as this one. But yeah, so anyway, amount of product you get in this is 1/4 ounce. Not bad. Standard for this type of format. Standard for an EOS. Standard for a REVO. Standard for all sorts of things. So yeah, shelf life, I told you already, it expires in May of this year. Woot. Yeah, I'll let you see. Do you want to see? I'll let you see. I don't know why I'm talking like that. I told you. Sleep deprivation and me have a very weird relationship. So, oh gosh, I sent the flyer. Rapper flying. Told you, I can do words. Oh my god. Price point on these when they came out was typically about $2. They have gone up over time, my friends. Like typically a REVO now will go for like $3.99 if you don't have a coupon and they're not having a sale. But this particular one, for being so old, for this exact release, you're probably going to pay at least $20 to find this one. Every once in a while you'll find somebody selling it cheap, but usually, just for the age factor, it goes for a lot. I've had it since almost the first year it came out, so it's just one of those things where it's been sitting there and I kept meaning to get around to opening it and kept getting it was there and kept getting newer ones that sounded yummier and opening those first. Yeah, this is why we are in this boat today, and I have a bunch of older ones that still need reviewing. At least of the ones that expire next month, this month, what the fuck ever. At least I think we're at the end of those. But now I'm gonna have to go through the box again and find the next oldest ones that are also creeping up soon, so. Goodness. But yeah, so. Sturdiness-wise, let's see. This one actually has a really good lock on it. It's very, very sturdy. I like that in one of the spherical ones, because if they don't stay on, they don't stay good. If it's not tight, it pretty much will, without fail, mold. So that's something I have noticed with the looser ones. And this one was cut perfectly. Sometimes you see like the unevenness of the line, but on this one, it's just perfect. So I feel like they had more quality control back then than they do now with REVO, but just me. Anywho, there's no special features like SPF or medication. So we'll get into the scent and whether or not it swatches a color. See, I'm not that big a fan of this scent because it smells almost grapey to me. It's very generic berry-ish. It's not straight up grape, obviously, because it's not grape. The hell? Somebody's whistling outside. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if they're whistling at us. Oh wait, yes he is. Oh hey. Okay. Sorry, we rent the house out next door to our neighbors who are legit moving out today, so they're returning the keys to my dad. But yeah, so, yeah, I guess that's what the whistling was about, because I was like, wait, what the hell was that? That was a really loud whistle. That was right outside our house. Apparently my dad's, like, leaving, and he just caught my dad driving out the driveway, so. Anyway, I know, none of you give a shit. Anyway, so yeah, back to the scent. It's very generic berry. And it is a bit grapey, but not straight up grape. Although, if you just handed me this and asked me what it was, and I saw the color, and I had nothing to go by but that color and the scent, I probably would guess grape. There is a grapish quality to it, but you also smell berry. It's like a mixture of grape and cherry. I am not wild on this combo. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of berry scents. I don't hate them, but I'm not the biggest fan of them, depending. If it's a realistic berry scent of like strawberry or raspberry or blueberry, if it's realistic, I like them. If it's artificial, it's a lot more iffy. So, especially when it's that just generic berry, you can't even tell which berry it is, it's just berry. That's what I feel like most of the artificial pomegranate scents smell like. And I have no idea if an actual pomegranate smells that way, because I've never had one. Go figure. Worse, my sister totally has a pomegranate tree in her backyard. And yet I've still somehow never had a pomegranate. Like, what the hell? One of these days when I go over to her house, I totally have to, well, I suppose they have to be in, like, not bloom, but, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Let's just say it has fruit on the tree, and they're ripe. That would be the point. I'll probably have a pomegranate. If they're still living there. I don't know. Let's swatch on the hand, because I bet it'll have color payoff. Oh! I'm surprised that doesn't have more. That left a very light pinky color. And I feel like the scent is a little different now that I did it. Like, you can see the line right there. It almost looks like a bruise. Okay. It changed. Now that I swatched it, it just smells like cherry, which is more tolerable to me than generic berry, but I'm pretty sure that's not what pomegranate smells like, probably. Not positive. It's weird. Now it just smells like cherry medicine. Ew. Like, actual cherries I totally freaking love. But, like, the artificial cherry that's used in medicine, I am not that big a fan of because it smells like medicine. Oh boy, I am so hesitant to put this on, but fuck it. I love you guys, so I'm gonna do it. And that is all I'm putting on. It just gets curiouser and curiouser. It went from smelling like generic berry to cherry, but it tastes like fruit punch Kool-Aid. Okay. Interesting. I'm just gonna set that down. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, I like fruit punch just fine. But the combo of that flavor with that scent, I don't know. And the consistency of this one's not great. I'm not liking the way this one feels. This is a rarity of one of the older REVOs where I'm like, I actually don't like how this one feels. This one's a lot waxier. It's very dry feeling. And you can see there's like no shine here. You watched me put it on. You know I actually put it on. There's really nothing. It's that waxy. If that tells you anything about what this feels like. It's kind of gross. Not gonna lie. Yeah, it's really thin. And again, I didn't put that much on, but it's really thin. Really dry. Kind of sticky. Really waxy and cakey feeling. Not liking it. I'm not liking it. Well, I guess it's no loss that it took me till now to open this one, because I may not use that one a second time. I'm not in love with that. Holy crap. I don't feel like this one's gonna moisturize, honestly. If anything, this one feels like it may dry my lips out. And that's not something you want in a lip balm. They're supposed to do the opposite. They're supposed to moisturize, not dry. I'm not even sure I want to do the drink test, guys. I kind of just want to take this off. It really does not feel good, and I don't want to ingest that. I am not comfortable with it. Ew. It's really, everything about it is just gross. Huh. Well, I guess it's time to rate the damn thing then. So, I'm not gonna dock it for packaging, because the packaging was good. However, let's see here. I will dock it for the scent. I'll dock it 2 points for the scent because it changed and neither one of them are that great. I will dock it for the fact that it leaves literally no shine. I will dock it for feeling really dry in general. I'll dock it for being really thin. I'll dock it for being sticky. And I highly doubt this would have lasted up to the drink test or longevity, so there's another one. So you know what? I'm giving this a 3 out of 10. Sorry, I know that sounds harsh, but I am really not liking this one. I am not feeling it at all. I don't like it. So, hopefully, we'll have better luck with this guy, even though it's just straight up cherry. It's always a 50-50 crapshoot with cherry ones, but I mean, I feel like I did kind of like the wild cherry REVO, so that leaves me hopeful that I might like this one. But, if not, it's not the biggest loss in the world. It's a pretty generic scent, and didn't they just do cherry in the new spring set? So it's not like there's any shortage of cherry, and they had cherry in the 3 push-ups from last year, the dollar store, so there's cherry in that. And there's cherry in the minis. And then in the new shape minis, yeah, there is definitely no shortage of cherry with REVO at all. So, yeah, that. So, I guess that's all there is to say about this one. It's pretty disappointing. It sucks because most of the purple ones, they're so pretty, and I want to love them because I love the color. but the scent just every single time seems to let me down. It sucks. Like, I mean, is it so much to ask of REVO to have a purple that doesn't suck? There is one more new REVO that's been spotted out and about. I think it was something like Black Raspberry Vanilla, if I remember right. Either Blackberry Vanilla, or I want to say it was Black Raspberry Vanilla. I'd have to look at the picture again. But, yeah, it's in the same purple beehive shape as the summer ones from last year. It looks just like the acai berry one did. Same exact packaging. So I'm just hopeful that that one will smell better than the acai berry one did, because I wasn't a fan of the acai berry one, as you guys remember. Or if you weren't here last year at that time, yeah, didn't care for that one. I suppose you can go back to my videos to find that video, but was not feeling it on that one either, so. I feel like REVO reuses scents a lot and calls them another thing even though it's totally the same frickin' scent over and over again. This could be another case of that, but I'm hopeful because it has vanilla in it that maybe it'll be better. But I don't have my hands on it yet. I have not even seen it turn up online anywhere yet. I've only seen pictures of it in stores without people actually buying it for some unknown frickin' reason. It's like, dude, if I saw that, it would be in my cart. I would, like, buy all of them just because it's so rare. I'm rambling. So, I'm gonna go wash this off my face because it just... The scent is really sickening me at this point, because it's very heavy, even with it on your lips, and I didn't put that much on, just the scent is messing with me, so I'm gonna wash it off. Goodness. So, that's all I have to say on this one, so as usual, if you like this video, click the like button. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, leave comments down below. I was gonna say... I fucking hit myself with it. That's even worse than my usual just drop. No, it went bonk right off my freaking collarbone. But I was going to say, do any of you have this exact one from this release? If so, what did you guys think of it? Do you agree with my analysis that it smells like a generic berry and or cherry? Let me know in the comments, as well as what you thought of it, as well as anything else you feel like leaving me. And until next time, see ya.